Welcome to my YouTube channel Karma Romance Stories. Please like, subscribe for more videos.
Have you ever been invited somewhere only to realize you were never truly welcome? Imagine walking into your own brother's engagement party and discovering there was no seat with your name. No one greeted you. No one smiled. Your own aunt quietly leaned over and whispered the words that shattered everything. He only invited you out of pity. In that moment, I had two choices: stay and accept the humiliation, or walk away forever. I chose to leave. But what happened the next morning changed my entire family forever. Stay until the end because every single detail matters, and the final truth no one expected turned one family celebration into the biggest regret of my brother's life. For most of my life, I believed family meant loyalty. My parents taught us that blood was forever. My younger brother and I grew up sharing one bedroom, dreaming about the future together. I always protected him from bullies. I helped him through school. When he struggled financially, I quietly paid his rent without expecting anything back. I never kept score because I believed that was what family did. Years passed and life changed. I built a successful business through years of hard work. I stayed humble and never talked about money. My brother eventually found success too. He met a wonderful woman and announced their engagement. I was genuinely happy for him. A few weeks later, I received an invitation. It looked beautiful. Elegant paper, gold lettering. It felt like my brother wanted me beside him on one of the happiest days of his life. I bought an expensive engagement gift. I chose something meaningful because I wanted them to remember the beginning of their new life together. I even arrived early, hoping I could help with anything before the guests filled the hall. The venue was breathtaking. Music played softly while guests laughed together. Families hugged each other. Friends shared stories. I walked inside carrying the gift with a smile on my face. No one noticed me. People looked through me as if I were invisible. I assumed everyone was busy preparing for the event, so I did not think much about it. I searched for my assigned table. Every table had beautiful name cards. Mine was missing. I checked again. Then again. I asked one of the event staff if there had been a mistake. They politely searched the list before looking at me with confusion. "Your name is not here." I thought perhaps my brother had made a last-minute change. As I stood there wondering what to do, my aunt slowly approached me. She looked uncomfortable. Then she quietly whispered words I will never forget. "He only invited you because your mother insisted. They never planned a seat for you. They thought you probably would not come anyway." Time seemed to stop. I looked around the room. Everyone else had a place. Everyone except me. In that moment, I understood everything. No greeting. No welcome. No seat. No respect. I picked up my gift, turned around, walked out without speaking to anyone. The cool night air felt heavier than anything I had ever experienced. I drove home in silence. I did not call anyone. I did not post anything online. I simply accepted that sometimes the loudest answer is silence. The next morning, my phone would not stop ringing. It was my brother, then my mother, then my father, then cousins. Finally, I answered. My brother sounded angry at first. "Why did you leave?" People noticed. Everyone kept asking where you went. I calmly replied, "You did not even notice I had no seat." There was complete silence. Then he admitted something that shocked me. His fiancée believed inviting me would make her wealthy relatives uncomfortable because I dressed too simply and preferred staying quiet. She assumed I was unsuccessful because I never spoke about my achievements. She judged me without knowing who I had become. My brother stayed silent because he did not want to argue with her before the engagement party. Instead, he sacrificed his own brother. I thanked him for finally telling the truth. Then I hung up. A few hours later, there was another knock on my door. My brother stood there holding the same engagement gift I had taken home. He looked exhausted. He apologized. He admitted watching me walk away through the window but convincing himself I would understand. He was wrong. I looked at him and calmly said, "Respect cannot exist where embarrassment is accepted. An invitation without dignity is not kindness. It is humiliation." For the first time in his life, my brother cried. He realized that protecting appearances had cost him the trust of the one person who had always protected him. Weeks later, something unexpected happened. His fiancée asked to meet me. She apologized sincerely. She admitted she had judged me based only on appearance. She had no idea I owned several businesses or that I quietly donated money to local charities every year. I smiled and told her the money was never important. Character always is. Whether someone is rich or poor, everyone deserves respect. Months later, they married. This time, my seat was beside my parents'. My name was the first card placed on the table. Before dinner, my brother stood in front of every guest. He publicly apologized for what had happened at the engagement party. He admitted that fear of disappointing others had made him disappoint the person who mattered most. The room became completely silent. Then everyone applauded, not because of me, because accountability still exists. That day our family finally understood one simple truth. Respect is never given by invitations. It is shown through actions. And the people who quietly leave without creating drama often leave behind the loudest lesson of all. Sometimes the deepest wounds are not caused by strangers. They are caused by the people we trust the most. Never stay where your dignity is ignored. Real family never makes you feel like a burden. They make you feel like you belong. Respect yourself enough to walk away from any table where there is no place prepared for your heart. In the end, silence can become the strongest answer, and self-respect is worth more than any celebration.